I would like to welcome you to Inspire to Rewire, the podcast that invites you to question everything, to challenge the status quo and rediscover the power within you, to create the life that you truly deserve. My name is Sharona Sinvani, and in each episode, we dive into transformative conversations that will inspire you to break free from old patterns, expand your mindset, and unlock your limitless potential. Everything from unveiling the hidden truth about society to exploring new perspectives. This podcast is your gateway to living life on your own terms. So whether you're looking to elevate your career, heal from past wounds, broaden your outlook, or transform your mindset, this is the space where growth happens. If you're ready to embrace change and step into your power and become the best version of yourself, I invite you to join me on Inspire to Rewire. Hi, all beautiful souls out there. Welcome back to another episode of Inspire to Rewire. I am your host, Sharona Sinvani, and today's episode is for the ones who's been knocked down and doubted and counted out. And you just still keep on rising. I have so much admiration for you. This is for the ones who feel the fire in their belly and the weight on their shoulders. They still keep walking forward. I would like to call this episode I Don't Give Up. Because I don't. I don't even know what giving up looks like. Those words don't even live in my vocabulary. I don't let them rent space in my mind. And I want to remind you today that you don't have to either. Life might get hard. It might get difficult. You might be faced with challenge and all of these things. But whatever you do, don't give up. Keep on going forward. Everything that happens for you is a lesson. And if you choose to call it quits, you give up on your life. And if whatever lesson that is knocking on your door that might be challenging or sometimes even discouraging, that lesson will keep on knocking on your door until you learn whatever it is that you need to learn from it. So whether it's an internal shift that needs to happen, that will create a different perspective and a different way of going about things in your external reality, which it usually is. But sometimes it's a mind thing, you just need to shift different beliefs. Something is showing you because you are literally attracting or manifesting these situations into your life because there is something within you that needs an upgrade. I just want to remind you today and tell you the truth that failure only wins if you let it define you. It only becomes permanent if you actually give up before the breakthrough happens. Many people give up before they're about to, climb that top or get over the hill. It's not about succeeding the first time. I think it's very, 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 very few and rare people that succeeds the first time, if even any. And sometimes you don't succeed the first time or the second time, or sometimes even the 10th. Trying doesn't mean that you failed or that, these things doesn't play out as you want them to then and there. That doesn't mean you failed. I have fell into this trap sometimes, when things doesn't go my way, especially as an entrepreneur, because things can be very, very hard and difficult at times. I don't come from a family from parents that were business oriented. I don't come from money or none of these things. So I had to learn a lot of things on my own. It has cost me a lot of money sometimes, and it's been a lot of lessons. And sometimes I've had days when I feel like I am failing or I feel like a failure because I keep on trying and trying and trying, and things doesn't go my way, and I stop and I'm like, yo, what am I doing wrong? What am I not seeing? What am I not conquering? What am I doing wrong? Because I feel like I'm doing everything that's within my power to do, until I stopped and learned that, oh my God, Shona, life is trying to teach you something. You're not failing, you're learning, you're becoming. And then I switched my perspective. And sometimes I need to remind myself, because sometimes these hard days come, but I just need to remind myself, because I'm learning and I'm adjusting and I'm expanding, and so are you. It means that we are humans and we are here to learn and evolve and grow. You see, the only difference between the successful and the average, it isn't talent. It's not luck either. It's the mindset. Wealth and success is a mindset that not a lot of people have. It's just about keep on showing up, keep on doing. It's the grit, it's the consistency, it's the resilience. It's choosing to believe in what you can't see yet. It's choosing you for you. It's having this, like I said before, like the fire within you that you know that you want more, or you deserve more. If you feel like you deserve more, you need to create more for yourself. Because, baby, you're the only one who can do that. No one else can create whatever you want for you. And if someone comes and serve things towards you, they often want something in return for it. So maybe you need to, if someone comes and offer you wealth, maybe you need to live under their setup of rules, or under their belief systems, or whatever it might be. The question is, would that truly give you happiness? Would that truly give or bring you fulfillment? We feel fulfilled when we overcome things that is actually challenging. I think a lot of us can agree upon that receiving wealth or inheriting wealth from, family lines, which might, it's a blessing and might be very sweet. It doesn't remove the fact that coming from nothing and creating everything, it's a mastery. It's something you conquered. I think that people who do that and, keep on doing what they need to do, you feel fulfilled. I know I do. Even though I might not be where I want to in life, I know that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I know that my process is unraveling exactly as it's supposed to be, and I'm learning as I go. Even when it came to this podcast, in the beginning, I didn't even know what I was doing. And I feel like my first episodes, when I listen to them myself, it's very scripted. And I was like, oh my God, this doesn't sound as I wanted to. Even the sound. But it was a process for me to, learn how to be comfortable within this space and buy a new mic or whatever it might be. And a part of me wanted to remove my previous episodes. But then I was like, no, nothing is perfect. I would like to see people that might not have the courage to take the first step to, maybe I can inspire at least one person to take that step. And maybe you can follow my journey and see that, I didn't start in perfection. And what is perfection? It's just about starting. Because everything above 0 is a compound effect. So just show up, just follow through, just take actionable steps. And the more you do it, the more you practice it, whatever it might be, the better you're going to become. I have learned a lot during my journey of starting my entrepreneur journey. My entrepreneur journey my healing journey has been a great tool to learn how to navigate within my entrepreneurial journey. It has given me a deeper understanding for things. And I think it's for a lot of people out there, we we go through these things without having a real coach or a mentor, sometimes that is not the easiest thing to find, depending on where you come from and where you're going, or, who you know and stuff like that. For me, I haven't had a mentor or a coach. And that's something I put a lot of value in, because as I have gone through my own journey, I have been blessed with the gift to coach other people around me, particularly when it comes to their own healing journey and, just belief in themselves and stuff like that. And I see how these things affect people around me. And the more I see how empowering this is for people around me, the more I come to understand how important it is with a coach. And, I think that for me, at least, that's something I would pay for a lot of money. And because the value of it is it extends far beyond money. Sometimes we just need a little bit of extra push, or someone that guides us in the right directions. And learning from other people by the mistakes that they have done can actually save us a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and money, and energy, and time. But, we are all here learning, and we are all here on individual journeys. And as we go, we learn. There is so much beauty in that. Looking back, I don't regret anything. I feel like I've been blessed with so many things in my life, even in the darkest and hardest moments. These moments has actually been my greatest blessings. That's where I have grown the most and have just got a deeper understanding of myself and who I am. And I think that these moments will do the same for you. It's a reflection of who you are. Your character is built in these moments. And you are reshaping yourself and redefining yourself in these moments. I'm not sure if you have listened to the last or the previous episodes where I spoke about manifestation and how it's not just a buzzword floating around on social media, but actually a frequency. And it's the frequency of trust. And how manifestation isn't about pretending, it's actually about aligning. I also spoke about how people don't really want money. They just want the freedom they associate with it. They want that feeling. And I think it's the same when you want to create something for yourself. No matter if it's a company or you have a vision for your life, maybe your household or your relationship or your wealth or whatever it might be. If you step into that feeling of having it and owning it, I think that feeling is going to be so motivating for you that you're not going to want to give up, because when you give up on things, you actually give up on yourself. So no matter if it's the body you want and you need to go to the gym and show up for yourself in the gym and the kitchen, stepping into that feeling of having it or being it, it's going to be a different carrot for you. I can only speak for myself. I don't even know how to give up. It's never been a thing for me in my life. I've been slapped by life many times or been giving a lot of lessons, but it has been, before I used to see it as life was just hard on me. But today I see it more as a blessing that is something universe or life or whatever you want to call it is trying to teach me something for me to expand, to become the version of myself that I need to be, that, lives or has that future. Growth it's beautiful. And none of us are meant to stay here to stay the same. So I just want to encourage people that whatever it is that you're striving for, whatever it is that you want to create, no matter in what aspect of your life, feel it now. Speak like it now. Own it and be proud over it. And walk like it and talk like it. Act like your future now. More importantly, step into these emotions. And once you actually do that, it's going to start to become your norm. And giving up can't even take place in that world. I am pretty damn sure that your future version of you, who has it all, isn't a quitter. We can't give up or throw the towel in when things get difficult. Please remember that we all have these days that are hard. And some days are harder than others. And some days are easier and just flow. But when you show up for yourself, even for just a little bit, you are making progress and becoming a more successful version of yourself. Anything above 0 is a compound. I heard that and it really stuck on me because it's so true. You just got to keep on moving. Anything that you do frequently becomes your frequency. And I honestly believe that gratitude is the gateway to everything that you want in your life. So even when the moments are hard and in difficulty, or when you're faced with these challenges, if you can have gratitude in these moments for what is happening then and there, can you imagine how powerful you become? And even when something is removed from your life, it doesn't go as you had expected it to. Just trust in the alignment because you asked for it. Don't focus on what you're losing, even if it hurts. Don't focus on, the circumstances you might be faced with that might be hard. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to scream, scream. But get up and continue to do it for you. Let go. Let go of the outcome. Try to let go of your mind sometimes. Everything is not supposed to go the way you want it to go. Sometimes you don't get what you want, you get what you need. Or most times you do. You will get what you need to get you to the point where you want to go. Sometimes we are very blind to who we are because when things happen, it's a reflection of who we are inside. And we need to have these internal shifts to become more of who we truly are. Oftentimes, I think that the biggest challenge is our biggest limitation, which is our mind. Our own mind can be very noisy. And the world is noisy as it is. And literally since the moment that we are all born, our minds are being shaped by narratives and by systems and media and cultures and programs. But the truth lives in your bones and in your soul, in your heart, and in the way that you choose to reshape your mind. You can create whatever you want. You can create whatever you want in your mind. You just need to understand what goes on and why. And go to the root of things. Go to the root of certain beliefs or certain habits. Because once you are there, you can actually reshape that and choose something different. Pull that root out and plant a different seed that will grow stronger and, more grounded roots in who you want to become. We just sometimes need to remove, we are our own limitations and we're blocking our own way in many things of, in our life, if not all. Like certain things is out of our control. I totally get that and I agree. But other things it's more our own blockages that we have that just needs to be reshaped. Replacing and changing belief systems and even identities at times, changing who you are, is not a bad thing. It's a great thing. And I think that with a dash of awareness, you can actually come a very long way because awareness and presence, I honestly believe, is the greatest agent for change. So what happens when a narrative becomes your reality? Because it can either be your limitation or hopefully your success story. It's totally up to you. So everything that you go through in life, imagine the story you can tell your kids, or maybe your new podcast, or maybe you will write it in your book, or maybe you will be interviewed, in the future. Imagine the story you have to tell. Imagine all the stories that people sit on, because every person has a story of what they've been going through and what they have faced and what they have overcome. We all are, going through life and learning how to navigate in it. So, however you choose to look at things, it's literally just a perspective. And that's in your mind. A lot of things, all the things goes on in your mind. And you have the capability to shift this. You are in power. You are the boss. You just got to take the lead and steer that ship to the direction that you want it to. And the more awareness you have, the more you can be present with what goes on in your mind and even in your life, and be present in situations and choose to just not maybe fall into a bad pattern or say, you know what, this I can't, I'm going to just throw in the towel and give up here. No, you're going to keep going. You can give up for this moment and take a rest. I'll give you that. Take 2 days maybe if you need that, but then get back up and do it for you. Show up for yourself. Show up for the things that you want to create for you. I want to remind you of something. I want you to be okay with being confused and lost at times. Because that happens to us all. And as you reshape your own identity, it can feel very messy at times and very uncomfortable. And I think being lost is actually a good thing. It means that you are finding your true and own way. Because if you would have been on the right path, you wouldn't have been lost in the first place. Think about that. You wouldn't feel like you wouldn't know what to do because you would be so sure and so certain that this is where I'm supposed to be, and you would feel it in your whole body, mind, and heart and soul. So being lost, embrace that, because it means that you're supposed to navigate and sidetrack to a different path that will put you on the right path. Be okay with not being okay at times. That's okay. Life comes in all different shapes and forms. How about we embrace all of them? And please, in this world, be yourself. Because everyone else is taken. So be bold enough to question things. And be brave enough to unlearn. And be free enough to rewire. You, as everyone else, came in this world as a blank canvas. A soul bursting with light and possibility. And not all the colors that you carry today were painted by your own hand. But the beautiful part is that you can repaint, and you can rewrite, and you can also reclaim. Because this life is your masterpiece. It's your creation. And your greatest blessing is simply being alive. So live your life for you, fully and lovingly. And follow your own desires. And don't give up on them. Don't give up on your purpose, on your path. And if you don't know what your purpose or your path is, that's okay. Take time to figure that out. But don't give up in figuring that out, whatever it might be. Whatever you want for you is blessed for you. How about we just all stop taking the miracle of being alive for granted and just embrace everything that life has to offer us? One thing I have learned throughout my journey is that knowledge is the truth of being rich. And I hope that this message resonates with you as much as it did with me. If you give a girl a fish, she eats for a day. If you teach a girl to fish, she eats for a lifetime. The more knowledge you have, doesn't matter how many times life beats you down, because you can create it all over again. You can ask this to the most successful people, and everyone would say the same thing. If everything would be taken away from you today, would you be able to recreate it? And everyone says, yep, no problem. And some of these people who are very wealthy and very successful, they have lost everything. Not only one time, but several times. And they keep on showing up from it. They don't give up and they create it again. And sometimes even more than what they lost. When you empower people with their own power, you can actually change the world. People will change the world. We are the change in this world that this world seeks. And you are the change that you seek. Everything that you are seeking for is you. It's within you. So get to know yourself. And if you feel like you don't know who you are, figure out what you want to create in this world. Set up a plan on how to follow through and to step into that life for yourself. What can you do on a daily basis to create whatever you want for yourself and for your life? I know I say this often, and our habits and our routines shape our life. Take time, which I think that not enough people do. Take that time and sit with yourself. What do you want to achieve in the upcoming year? Who do you want to be? Or how do you want to live? How do you want your life to look by the end of this year? How about in 3 years? Or maybe 5? What is your vision for yourself? When you know that, you can actually break that down into a year plan, and then to a monthly plan, and then to a weekly plan. And then you can focus each day on what you need to get done that day and that day only to get closer to your monthly and yearly goals. So take it day by day and every day show up. Keep showing up. Compound, just like with investments. If you have, just keep on doing it. And this compound effect will have a massive impact on your life. Let resilience become your rhythm. So here's a reminder to you, my dear soul family out there. You are the creator of your reality. You are not your pain and you are not your past. You are powerful and pure beyond measures. And you are full of potential. And you are your potential walking in human form. Don't give up. And if you needed someone to remind you of that today, I hope you let it be me. If this episode spoke to your heart, please share it with someone who needs it. I am Sharona, and this is Inspired to Rewire. Until next time, stay free, stay grounded, and never stop rising. Thank you. Thank you all for taking the time to listen to this episode of Inspired to Rewire. If you enjoyed today's conversation, please take a moment to rate and review the podcast. It truly helps us to reach more incredible listeners just like you. I have more listeners every month than I have subscribers, and having more subscribers helps me invest more time into creating content for this podcast. So if you haven't already, I'd be so grateful if you would subscribe to the channel. As many of you already know, I believe in an I&I unity, so let's come together and create a better world for all of us. Thank you for tuning in on another episode, and until next time, keep growing, keep evolving, and keep rewiring your mindset. Namaste.